What's up, everyone? It's Arturo. Welcome to Wrestling Fan Speak Out Show. Kind of a little bit at the AJ set. Let's just get set up here and mainly just gonna talk about the pay-per-view and plus the weekend wrestling. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. A little bit of a scribble scrabble. It is our 60th show, so that's true. Hmm. I'll just do a few things here before we get started. And like I said, we apologize for not starting sooner because the technical difficulties we was having. Alright, just let people know we're on and we can get started. Alrighty. I'm gonna say welcome again to the Wrestling Fan Speak Out Show. This is our 6th year show, but we're not celebrating anything big about it, so what's the point? Mainly we're just gonna talk about what just happened with TNA. Let's see, let's get to it. Tommy Dreamer defeated Bully Ray. Seems like it was in a hardcore match. Sarita and Rosina did defeat Angelina Love and Winter to become the new Knockout Tag Team. And Hernandez beat Matt Morgan in the First Blood match. So that happened. See, Kazarian retained the X Division title, which was kind of weird that day because I thought about it for a second. I'm like, wouldn't Victory Road was somewhere around July and it's like in March? We'll get on to that in a minute. Anyways, it was Inc. versus Beer Money. Beer Money did retain. AJ Styles versus Matt Hardy. AJ Styles won that match. RVD versus Mr. Anderson, which ended up in a double countout. Well, questions raised there, but we'll see. And I think was kind of like the shortest championship match I had ever seen, and kind of killed the pay-per-view. So it was a very good pay-per-view, and I think this match just kind of killed it from there. Sting retaining the World Heavyweight title against Jeff Hardy, which seems like that match ended like maybe 2.5 to like 3 minutes, which I don't get that at all. Like, why did it end it so early like that? And they had a lot of time. But who knows? What more can you say about that? So, just move on from there. Oh wow. There's just a lot of stuff like weekend wrestling and stuff like that. From what happened with this past Monday with the John Cena's final knockout blow against The Rock. My opinion, it was good, but he could have done better. My thing was like the rap was kind of there, but wasn't there. My thing was like I think he could have did better, but the picture about The Rock licking the skunk or something like that, and the T-shirt, I bring it via satellite. I think those two things kind of saved it. Let's see. Well, the new NXT, they started a new concept, I should say. They were bringing 6 of the NXT stars. Well, the season, you know what I'm saying? Like they bring the six back from the previous NXT and having like the pros do all that. There's no immunity or anything like that, so I I think they just gonna like get eliminated every week, from what it seems like. Kind of a little bit. It's kind of a little bit of a twist, but it is kind of a little bit of a twist. So what can you say about it? uh, but anyways, about let's see, TNA. I didn't see much of it this week. Probably didn't pay no much about her. So if y'all seen it, y'all probably know what more happened with me. Cause mainly, I think with the this past Thursday's Impact was like mainly setting up the matches because they did not set up the matches like earlier, and they all did it like the final week before the pay-per-view, which I thought was kind of weird. I don't know why, but they did. Um, this past Friday on SmackDown, I didn't get to that either. Probably gonna end up watching it tomorrow morning just to see what happened. So we will see from there, from what happened. So, but I did find out that, of course, everybody knew this was gonna happen. But Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, everybody knew it was gonna happen. I guess it was waiting on when. So, so that's gonna happen. But nothing much locally has been going on. But AAW that happened yesterday. Wherever we get the results, we will post them on the website. Um, well, like I said, with the TNA pay-per-view, I truly think that they really, really could have done better. I think the problem was that the show was good going like forward and like moving on, but it was just the main event that just ended like in 2 minutes, which was just awful. I think like with the skills these two have, and it's just like why end a match like that like in 2 minutes and it could have kept going. I really don't get that at all. I really don't. So like I had put in my voting in for it earlier. I voted an 8 out of 10. It would have been a really really perfect 10 pay-per-view, but this is like I said, like that main event for like having it for like a few minutes really killed it. That's just my opinion on that. Let's see what else is going on. Oh yeah, the WWE draft. I was supposed to tell everybody the scores and stuff, like who's winning, who's not. I decided I'm not gonna do that until when it's all over, and it will be like an extra week since I will be going to Atlanta and WrestleMania. So like the draft will be extended to an extra week. So it kind of ends like in the first week of April. Let's just put it that way. Um, like the matches, like mainly we post the main like the big matches up. So just do it that way. Excuse me. I just got a little weakness in me, so sorry for yarning. Normally it's not me. I don't be like that tired. I have no idea. But what we're probably gonna do for the next couple of weeks coming in, just talk about like all the WrestleManias, like what happened. And we're not gonna call like all the matches because it'll be like too freaking long, and I know people don't want to sit here watching me talk about it for too freaking long. I don't think nobody don't want to hear that, and I understand they don't want to hear that. So we're probably just gonna talk about some of the matches and stuff like that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna probably just talk about from like WrestleManias 1 through 15. No, 1 through 13. We'll just do it that way. Next week we'll just talk about WrestleMania 1 through 13. Then that following week we'll just talk about 14 all the way through 24. Then probably when that weekend of WrestleMania, probably do a special show while I'm in Atlanta, just talking about the last two, like 25 and 26. So what we're gonna do is, for people, check out the Facebook page, facebook.com/WrestlingFansSpeakOut, and email us your favorite matches from WrestleMania 1 all the way up to WrestleMania 13. And the ones that gets the most votes, which is the main ones we're going to talk about on next week's show. And just talk about what you liked about it and what you disliked about it. And I'm going to say, like, what do I like and dislike about it. So we will see. So go ahead and just vote in, and we will see what happens from there. Also, we did post up February's 2011 Hall of Fame, which for locally it was Victor Stick Walsh that got the honor, and Eddie Guerrero got the national honor for it. We still looking for votes for March locally for you guys, and the staff is going to vote for nationally. So get those votes in, and all the voting ends March 31st. So just get them in on who locally you want to see into our Hall of Fame. So just go ahead, facebook.com/WrestlingFansSpeakOut. Go ahead and post those votes. Something before we move on, uh, I had to move on, but a special someone found. I don't know if you can see it correctly. It's my initials on on the dog tag that I got made. It was like over 6 years ago. Like I was in a rough time in my life, and I made this. Well, I got this made. Just a reminder, just never give up on myself, and always keep up a good fight and keep it going. Just kind of what we're doing with Wrestling Fans Speak Out. We love what we do. We do these shows just because we love to, and we are journalists, and we do love what we do. And plus, it's time for the fans to hear their voices heard. So this is like what this show is mainly about. The wrestling fans speak out, the whole thing, especially the show too. Like I mentioned earlier, that we're gonna bring back the Ask AJ show, but it'll be back April 11th. We're gonna try to start it with some of the hosts, not the hosts, but some of the administrators of Wrestling Commentary Central, which they did make me administrator, so I thank you for that. And hopefully we're gonna just like for like a half hour to an hour, we're just gonna just bring up conversations just about anything in wrestling, and hopefully get to know those guys, and they get to know you as the fans. So that would be a very good concept. Wrestlers of the Week are already posted up, so check them out on Facebook, or you can also check it out on our website, www.wrestlingfanspeakout.com. You can see it there, so check that out. They are finally up. Also, we were supposed to update on pictures. We got a few of them up, but although it's kind of a little bit difficult with the area we're at, it's a little tricky. Sorry about that. My tooth was hurting a little bit. But let's see what else is there. Oh yeah. Well, there are some weekends. There are some weekend shows that's coming up. We got this Friday. We have BCW going on, 1900 South 92nd Street. Hopefully, I say the address now. If it's not 1900, 1800. I don't know. Between the two, always get it wrong. I don't know why. But the show's in West Allis, and got two big main events going on with Chase McCoy and Sadis going in for the rematch, and just a whole bunch of other matches that going on as well. Saturday is, let's just say Saturday is like a double your pleasure type of deal. You have GLCW that's going on with Cedarburg with Sky Too Hotty and Rashid Brown in the main event tag team match for that. Also, Seven Rivers Wrestling is going on this Saturday too in La Crosse at Howie's as always. So go check those shows out whenever you get a chance if you're in the Cedarburg area or in the La Crosse area. So go ahead, check both those shows out. Should be a pretty good show. Just keep it that way. Also, as we mentioned for like the X AJ show, we are trying to get some people Maybe we can hit some people